I went from getting smashed in rolls with my friends to getting second place in my second competition in Jiu-Jitsu. This is how I knew I was ready for competition and sort of advice that I would give to someone that's not competed yet but wants to compete eventually. So I started Jiu-Jitsu unofficially in 2022 when some friends from school introduced me to it. They'd been doing Jiu-Jitsu since they were kids, so they started to show me a few things, introduced me to it, and from there basically I was just hooked. At the time, my brother and I were training karate, and in the last karate competition that we did, my brother actually took so much inspiration from Jiu-Jitsu that he got yelled at basically by the ref for trying to grapple too much. I think he was trying to throw his opponents a lot and like not even doing anything else. Needless to say, we eventually moved from karate to MMA at the beginning of 2024. From there, we mixed up training Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, MMA, for about a year until I saw the first advertisement for a submission grappling competition. I was pretty nervous. I didn't know what to expect, but I bit the bullet. I put my name down and paid. And from then I was set on that. I wasn't leaving. So I competed in Jiu-Jitsu for the first time after 14 months of training. Okay, so I know 14 months is actually quite a while. Some people say you can compete after 3 months even. Here's how you know you're ready to compete, regardless of the time. You could have been training for 2 years, you could have done it for 1 month. But I'm gonna ask you a few questions here. If you answer yes confidently to all of these questions straight away, you're 100% ready for competition and you should really consider putting your name down. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a few questions. Anything you say no to, write it down on a piece of paper or even on your phone, and there you go, that's what you should be focusing on in your training. But if you say yes to everything here, you're ready for competition. Number 1, can you escape mount, side control, and back control with reasonable confidence? If someone's on top of you, side control, mount, or they've got your back, can you, most of the time, if you were put in that position now, can you get out of that with reasonable confidence? Number 2, can you pass someone's guard? As in, do you have at least a couple guard passing techniques? You don't just try to throw someone's legs out the way to get on top of them. So you actually have a couple techniques. Yes or no? Number 3, a pretty basic one. Can you submit someone from closed guard? Do you maybe have a few different submissions from closed guard? Number 4, can you sweep someone from closed guard? Number 5, can you maintain top position, whether that be side control, mount, top half guard? Can you maintain those top positions for enough time that's gonna allow you to start to formulate some attacks? Number 6, if you plan on winning competitions, this is probably a pretty important one. Can you confidently do an armbar, triangle, rear naked choke, guillotine, Americana, Kimura, Das, and Anaconda choke? If you can do all of those confidently, you're in a good position. Yes or no? Number 7, can you escape these submissions? This obviously comes with a lot of time and experience, but do you at least have some form of preventative measures? So if someone is trying to attack those submissions on you, can you sort of prevent it and kind of get out of that with some reasonable confidence? Yes or no? Number 8, can you sweep someone from butterfly guard? And number 9, do you have some basic wrestling skills? Okay, so there you go. If you said yes to all of these questions with confidence, you likely have the skills to get some success in a jiu-jitsu competition. There's a few things I didn't mention, like single leg X, sweeps from there, and ankle locks and stuff. But if you said yes confidently to all of those questions, you likely have experienced single leg X and have some basic understanding of it anyway. So anything you said no to, go back to the drawing board, focus on that, look up some instructionals, watch Gordon Ryan on YouTube, focus on those things first, because if you can answer yes to all those 9 things I just said, you've got some pretty good chances of getting some success in jiu-jitsu competitions. So, should you even compete? Yes. If you want to take your MMA more seriously in the future perhaps, or you just want to test out your skills against real opponents, then you're going to get a lot of benefits from competing. It is scary and you will get nervous, but I think it builds character. Are you the kind of person that just avoids the situation because you're scared or nervous about it? Or are you the kind of person that's gonna attack the situation even though you're scared? Are you courageous, or do you want to be more courageous? If you do, then you should compete in Jiu-Jitsu. There's a few different types and rule sets for competitions, some with points, some without points. The ones I did were just submission only, so there were no points, but the premise remains the same. You will improve as a person if you compete. Not to mention your Jiu-Jitsu is gonna improve, and you're gonna get such a sense of satisfaction if you actually go ahead and do it. Plus, if you said yes to all of the questions I just asked you before, you've got a fair chance of doing pretty well in Jiu-Jitsu competitions, so please give it a try. Right, if you want to actually speed up your progress in Jiu-Jitsu and MMA, but you are quite time poor, you work full time, or you study at university or school, click the first link in the description. I'm currently working on this full program, so if the link's not there just yet, then subscribe and stick around because I plan on releasing that in the next few months. If you want to see more educational videos like this from a small YouTuber centered around helping you improve at MMA around other life commitments such as work and university, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.